everybody, how you doing? I'm Sophia Parola with the Garden State Film Festival, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing the people behind the making of the short film Still With Us. It is accepted into this year's Garden State Film Festival for obvious reasons. It is a wonderful, beautiful, touching film. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm so happy to talk to you guys today. So how are you guys doing?
We're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Julian?
No, you can speak for me. I would prefer that, actually.
Yeah, we're both doing very well today. Thank you very much for having us. And it is a very big honor that we're part of this festival this year. Very exciting for us.
I'm glad. It's so exciting for me to interview you guys. For everyone watching, I actually know these guys. They are brothers. They are phenomenal at all creative aspects, I think, but especially film. They're lovers of film, and I'm so excited I get to talk to them because they're really great and so much insight. So let me let you guys introduce yourselves and your title in the film, please. Jared, you take it away.
Of course. Hi, my name is Jared Garcia. I'm the writer and director, and co-editor and executive producer for Still With Us. And
I'm Julian. I'm an executive producer as well as a co-editor and I guess moral support.
Oh yeah, lots of moral support.
I guess that's what an executive producer is supposed to do, though.
That is fair.
I don't know.
I'm sure you did much more than that, Julian. I'll be asking what you did. So no more being humble. We all know you guys worked very, very hard on this film. So I want to hear all about it and all the details. But first off, Jared, can you tell us what your film is about?
Yes. So Still With Us follows the story of this young girl named Joan C. Lang. And she's caught in a midsummer malaise, and she rediscovers this memory stone, which is given to her by her dead sister, Maxine. And with this memory stone, she's propelled through a journey in space and time, a very nonlinear journey of recalling past memories, past intimate moments with her, future moments that could have been, as well as just exploring just the general love that she had for her prior to her passing.
Beautiful, beautiful said. I would love to ask you guys both of your points of view, Jared and then Julian, you after. What was the process like of not only, Jared writing this film, but putting it all together and then filming it, and then after editing it? Just what was the entire process like? I know that, I spoke to Julian a little bit while you guys were making it, and I know he was working really hard helping you out. And I would just love to know how long the process took and what it took to really make this film up on its feet.
Wow.
Start with the screen.
Yeah, lots of questions in one.
Yeah, it's I wrote the screenplay back 2 years ago, during the late summer. It was just kind of my own little mini project that I really didn't intend to expand into this very big production. I wrote these 24 pages, and I kind of took a look, I guess, into my life, my past, all the past events that happened in my life. One particular tragic moment did help kind of get the ball rolling in terms of this idea for the story. But a lot of the scenes that I wrote out were just family moments shared between my mother's side of the family, and how there's always this sense of, there's always this underlying love, but also this sort of miscommunication going on. With my family. I have Filipino heritage. My mother was Filipino, so I did try to draw from that particular perspective, that viewpoint, and just it helped me try to, I guess, get better at understanding them. With the story, I was able to just get a better understanding of how things were with this family. Yeah. As I said before, it was kind of crazy. I never anticipated going beyond having this very big production.
That part was my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot it with some friends, but Julian here got the script, and he read it and he said that he loved it. And I told him I don't know if I'm gonna make it big, and he said no, we're gonna make this. And so we did. He assembled the crew together of local film people within the Asbury Park area to just assemble the schedule, get the larger crew going. And yeah, from there, it took off.
We shot this film over the course of about 3 days. Um, they were very long days. The first day actually wasn't so bad. The second day was a crazy one though. I remember he had given me the script, and he was just like, I kind of just want to call actors from New York and then kind of do this really quickly and quietly. And I was saying, if you're going to call actors from New York, I think that we should do something like really, really big and really, really grand and majestic with this, because I think that the script really warrants it. So I've been working with a bunch of people, and I called them over. We're like, a lot of them were just friends who were also film lovers, but they also had a lot of professional uh, uh, careers previously in the film industry. So that was always like a big thing. And I wanted to just assemble a bunch of people to try and realize the script as fully as possible. Um, and yeah, just three days, 3 crazy days of making it happen. And it's really amazing because the movie doesn't feel like it was shot in 3 days. It doesn't feel like it was it doesn't feel like we were going at a breakneck pace, which we were when we were actually making it, because we were doing what, like 16 scenes a day.
16, yeah. Yes, I remember at one point my gaffer said this should have taken 6 days, but yeah, we did it in 3. Very hectic time.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there was just a year of editing after that.
Yes.
We had Jared's original cut was, I think, about 45 minutes long.
Yes.
So that's always really one of those fun anecdotes that I love thinking about, because there's an old Scorsese quote where he says, if you don't want to vomit after seeing your first cut, then something's horribly wrong. And I remember Jared was feeling, I don't know if you want to go into this, but I remember you were feeling not great when you saw the first cut, and I said, no, there's something there, we just gotta.
Yeah, it's about love, whittling it down.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to hone in or just kind of exploit the influences for this movie. I really want to do something that was akin to slow cinema. So I was really attracted to the movies of Ho Sha-shin. I really liked a filmmaker, a Thai filmmaker named Pichapong Weerasethakul, and I kind of want to emulate that slowness. But unfortunately, that would have taken more time. I definitely would have needed more time on set just to get that feeling executed. So at that point, it was just a matter of whittling it down to the things that were already there, the things that already existed on the frame, and just making it work from there. So yeah, it was 40 minutes initially, and it got whittled down to like 30, 35 minutes. But I'm happy with the product. I'm very happy with just that entire year that we spent trying to edit this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's so awesome. And I think that, exactly like what you were saying, you guys put that all in 3 days, but you can really tell watching the film that you can't tell that it was done in 3 days. I think that it's very obvious. Everything was very carefully crafted. It seemed like it took so much time. I definitely wouldn't have thought you did that in 3 days. I'd love to know if you guys met the goals that you really were thinking, that you were hoping to get out of it. Jared, you were saying you're proud of it, but just both of you, do you think that you really, from the start of when you first read the script and all these amazing artists you were inspired by, did everything, the final product, meet what you were expecting? And if not, or if it did, what are some advice or things you learned along the way that you can let us know? And I'm so sorry for asking you guys all these big questions and making you think on the spot, but yeah, I'm really excited to hear.
Yeah. Well, I think just the process of going through a film from pre-production, being on set, and then going through post-production was just a very big experience in itself. I never really had the chance before to just kind of be part and kind of essentially lead this big of a project. Of course, I did have a lot of help from the executive producers and everyone on set, but just being able to, I guess, realize this vision and just being able to make something that I felt was uniquely my own, having it go on screen. There was a lot of points of frustration, definitely, but all in all, I was very happy that I was able to go through the process and see everything through.
Yeah, I personally love the film, and like that's not just me trying to prop Jared up, but like that's something where I see the influences that he was using, because there are a lot of films that I love too, by Yasujiro Ozu and Hosha Shin and Pichapong Sitakun. Like I love all of these filmmakers, and to see someone like not just fully understand and reproduce the aesthetic, but to be able to turn it on its head. and make it something distinctly his own. That's something that, you know, I don't really find that kind of maturity or that kind of artistry in a lot of other people's work, and to see it right in front of me, and to be able to have the what's the word, the gift of being able, I don't know if gift is too sentimental a word, but the opportunity, I guess, to be more neutral about it, the opportunity to work on it, because after a while I was editing the movie with him, and it was just like a mind-blowing, wonderful thing to be able to see a lot of what he was trying to attempt and sticking really closely to it and really confidently to it and cutting it together. I was just like, because, and Sophia knows, like, I'm an editor by trade. So like just pulling all of these elements together and making sure that all of it worked, and seeing his aesthetic in just the single shots by themselves, and seeing it paint a picture over the course of a single scene. I was just mind blown by so much of it. And once again, I'm really sorry for the really extreme high praise being how hyperbolic I get. Hyperbolic?
Yeah, hyperbolic.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Like the scene, for instance, like I'm going to point out a scene that I really, really love is the scene between Joan's mother or grandmother, where she finds out, and I don't know if I'm allowed to speak about spoilers. Maybe I shouldn't say about anything about the scene. Just,
yeah, don't spoil anything,
okay,
but
just a late
you can get the gist of it.
Just a late evening scene where Joan's grandmother reveals something to Joan that she didn't know, and just the way he paced the conversation between that scene to be able to find the moments to cut between them was just a really magical moment for me as an editor, because I don't ever get to work on something with that magnitude of emotion, and with that much control over something is just a really fantastic thing to be a part of.
It's amazing. I know that scene, and I have to agree. There's something about this film where it's a very, you could tell that the subject is close to you, and even the way you're explaining it, that through tragedy you ended up making something that actually is really inspiring and hopeful and beautiful. And I'm so happy to hear that you guys really met a lot of the goals and requirements that you were inspired by. It's phenomenal to hear you guys talk about it. I could feel like that love and passion, and maybe it's because I know you guys are film lovers, and I know you're so talented. But hearing you guys, I could really, I feel that. So congratulations on really just doing everything that you kind of set out to do. And my last question, because I would love to hear from you guys why you wanted to submit this to Garden State Film Festival. What does it mean having this film premiere at the festival? And what are you hoping people, this is a big question because I don't know, obviously we can't, we don't know how people are going to react, but I'd love to know, what do you hope people get out of this film? What is the message that you really hope your film brings out to the audience members that might see it at the festival this year?
To answer one of the questions, the Garden State Film Festival is such a prestigious mark of New Jersey film, the New Jersey film industry. And it's something that for quite a number of years we wanted to be a part of, but we've always joined as spectators more so. Rather than people like with films, because it was always like just right beyond our reach. So now there's a film that we have that we're really proud of, and to be able to showcase it on one of New Jersey's, biggest, grandest film festivals is something that, was like a no-brainer. We wanted to be a part of it, and we're so grateful that we were accepted in the first place. And you can answer the second question if you want.
Thank you, William.
Man, in terms of what I want the audience to get,
State of mind, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps a state of mind. I just hope maybe for the patience and just the time to let things just sit in. I know this isn't a very narrative-heavy movie, but I just hope that people will succumb to this same feeling that the main character is going through, of just kind of being caught in a bit of a daze, a malaise of sorts, and not having your questions answered immediately. It's still very far off. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel. I hope that people will just, I don't know, I guess process everything that's happening and just not immediately jump towards conclusions.
Lovely, lovely, lovely said. Julian, thank you for your kind words about the festival. And Jared, I mean, I relate to the subject of the film, and I definitely had it sit with me and reflected a lot. And also, didn't only just reflect, it was also something that I was just processing the film and all the beauty that you really put into it. So I congratulate you guys again. And I thank you for submitting to the festival and for putting all your love and intelligence and talent into this film. And we all get to witness it. So I think it's really great. And I can't wait for people to see this and let this sit with them. And let me tell everyone how they can watch this. It will be premiering at the venue of the Paramount virtually, Sunday, the 28th, 12:15 to 2:30 p.m. So hopefully everyone will take the time and you could have the pleasure of just chilling at home and watch some amazing films, and among them Still With Us, the short film. So I'll definitely be watching it when it premieres, and I'm so proud of you guys. Like, hope I can say that, but I'm so happy that you have a film in the festival, and I can't wait for people to see this.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Sophia.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You don't need me to be here.
Sit down, let me take care of that for you.
It's fine, John. You're mature enough to be on your own. I think that's just something you had over your sister.
Did you really have to break your arm today?
I'm sorry, did you prefer I did it Wednesday?
No, I would have preferred you hadn't done it at all.
How can you be so certain?
Because I know.
Last time we spoke, all I could focus on was her face. Couldn't tell if she was lying or saying farewell.
I'm sorry.
Don't cry, John. Maxine is still with us.